Alright, welcome to the newly branded channel, A Boy Named Jared. This is where I explain to you about what it was like to be a boy stuck in a girl's body and the transition period. Today, I'm really just going to talk about coming out at work. So basically, I started my job um, just a few days after I actually started transitioning. And so I didn't come out initially because I'd gone through the interview process, presenting as female, kind of presenting as myself, but not explaining any details or anything like that. And I really needed the job, so did that. And then I transferred cities with the same company, and once again started a new office. Probably had an opportunity to tell them then, but just didn't because I wasn't there yet. So finally, more and more as I started to pass and things, and more as pronoun usage started to really bother me, or I started to notice that it bothered me more. That's when I decided, okay, it was time to tell people at work. I was a little nervous, really needed to work it out in my head. There's quite a few FTM groups. I like the FTM over 30, FTM fitness Reddit pages, and those guys are super helpful on just giving you some advice, telling you what they've done. Some of the advice was write a letter, talk to HR first, maybe tell your team first. Somebody was like, well, tell the biggest gossip in the office, and then they'll tell everybody for you. So, all very good pieces of advice. What I ended up doing was a couple people in the office already knew, mostly because they had guessed, and I didn't deny it. I talked to a few of those people for advice, and then eventually told my team lead, and she was totally on board. And then I talked to HR and just let HR know, hey, this is it. The biggest thing that I need is pronoun usage. So my team is still working on that. I am super forgiving. I've just got a sign hanging at my desk to remind them, because we have an open office space, so people walk past my desk all the time. Um, I haven't really hammered down. I just kind of look at people if they get the pronouns wrong. My team lead actually gave me a special MVP award for November, and explaining why I got the award, kept my pronouns correct, using the he, him pronouns the entire time. Was very smooth, so express my appreciation for that as the team gets used to something different as well. In addition to that, bathrooms are always a weird situation. Bathrooms have always been something that stressed me out to begin with. I hate using public restrooms, but when you work for really long days, of course, that's something that needs to happen. So, right now, just with the way our office is set up, I just use the bathroom on the floor above me, which is the top floor. That space is only being half used by people, so it's got the least amount of people. And, as far as bathrooms go, uh, you know, go in there, do your business, and get out. Nobody talks to each other in the men's restroom, so that really helps. Um, I've only run into somebody that I've known once, and they didn't blink an eye. In addition, HR did let me know when I talked to them. They were super supportive, totally on board, and I live in a very, very conservative state. So it was really good to have that support coming from my HR. But they did tell me that during their weekly leadership meeting, they were going to tell all of the leadership, so all of the absolute higher ups. I'm not sure how many levels down that goes. I think my team lead is a part of that. So I think basically all of the team leads and above in our company know. So it's really just like all of the additional people that are on teams that will slowly start to find out if they haven't been told by their team lead in the meantime. So leadership all found out at the same day by HR, and nobody's made a big deal about it. So the process has been smooth. Mostly it's just reminding people about pronouns, and I don't like to be a dick, so I've got to figure out the best way for me to make it clear that this is actually an important thing. Sorry about the selfie video this time around. My cat is dominating my lap, and my computer is being really lame, so I'm doing this off of my cell phone camera. But I think the quality turns out pretty well. As always, questions, comments, concerns, put them down below. The transition, I am 9 months in, I believe, because I started in March and it's close to the end of December. So, yeah, about 9 months in. Voice is definitely in the middle of the male range and still on 3 pumps of gel. I need to go back for a checkup just to get my blood work done. But I'm still working on that transition process as far as doctors go, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. Outside of that, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And hopefully I can get on top of posting up more videos on a more regular basis now that the holiday season's crazies are coming to an end. Bye, guys.